Disneyland!
And welcome back to The Princess and the Vlog. As you can probably tell from the title of this video, this is a long awaited day because today we are traveling with Virgin from Heathrow to LAX because we are going to Disneyland! And this is Laura's first time going, isn't it? And Mum and Dad's first time going. So make sure you subscribe for all the future videos in this series. And today is a travel day. Everyone loves a travel day.
We'd rather not be sat 11 hours.
We just want to be there. It's an 11-hour flight. So yeah, let's go and get checked in for the flight. And we will tell you about all the fun things that we've got planned for this trip because we've got a pretty intense schedule, haven't we? And this is Laura, my sister. We're also traveling with my mum and dad, and Laura's got a channel too, so I will link it down below because she's also vlogging the whole trip, aren't you? You got your little G7X ready. So yeah, let's go and have the best time of our lives at Disneyland in California. Let's go! Virgin Atlantic at Heathrow. Yes.
Amazing. So you just need to choose any.
We've been travelling as a family of four to Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World in Florida since the early 2000s. So yeah, we've been doing Disney trips for about 25 years now, and honestly it's still our favourite type of holiday. For 2025, we decided it was finally time to take Disneyland California off the list. We picked late September as the perfect time to go, partly to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Disneyland Resort and partly to experience all the Halloween magic without the huge crowds that come in October. Plus, travelling from the UK outside of school holidays made the trip much cheaper and far less stressful.
You did bring them, didn't you, Dad?
So we booked this holiday back in January 2025, planning ahead for a late September getaway. We went for a package deal through Virgin Atlantic Holidays, which included direct economy flights, a 23-kilogram checked bag, hand luggage and a personal item each.
Suddenly I feel really light that we've got rid of the big case. That's the best feeling. I feel skinny. Now the holiday starts. Right, where do we go? Departures this way.
Virgin did have hand luggage size requirements listed on their website, but they definitely weren't as strict as some other airlines we've flown with in the past. Our package also came with 14 nights at the Sheraton Park Anaheim Hotel, which was only a short walk from the Disneyland Resort. Super convenient.
Everybody that we've come across so far at Virgin, they're like Disney vibes, like really nice.
Guy on the bus that wasn't even working.
Yeah, everybody's really happy and nice. We're in duty free. We just went through security, which was a breeze, except my little hand luggage got pulled to the side, and it's because I had my camera tripod, which is like one of them Manfrotto, them big tripods. I had that in the side of one of my lounge flies and it must have pulled up. So it went to the side for extra screening. So I need to remember on the way home to put it in my main luggage. But yeah, all good. I'm getting major Love Actually vibes because this is the airport from Love Actually. Look at all the perfume. Are we spraying ourselves?
We're in the shop. I thought we missed the thing for the departures, but I forgot it diverts you through the shops because it wants you.
Yeah.
It wants the money off you before you get.
We've got to go through the gift shop like at Disney. Oh, should we get some Toblerones? 2 for £13, Dad. Bargain.
Oh wow!
What do you think of Heathrow, Dad?
So far,
It's been a breeze, hasn't it, so far?
yeah, very nice.
Oh, there. 5:30 Los Angeles. Somewhere here. There. 5:30 p.m. to Los Angeles, and it's currently about 2 p.m, so we've got a while to wait, but still, we're here. Dad, I thought you was going to get an old-fashioned.
So we've all checked in and it went really smoothly. In security now, you don't need to take your shoes off. I didn't take my jacket off, and you don't need to take the liquids out of your bag, so there's no more trying to fit everything into a little into like a little clear bag. And you also I didn't need to take my iPad or my Switch or anything out of my bag as well, so all the electronics stayed in, so that was really breezy. And now that we're checked into the departure lounge, there's like a really small area for seating. There's not a lot of places to sit, was there? So we've come into this restaurant called Spuntino's. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's like an American diner and it's really nice. So I've just got a Coke Zero because I'm absolutely gasping for a drink. Because we travelled from Grimsby yesterday, we stayed overnight in Uxbridge in a Premier Inn, which is a normal Premier Inn, no complaints. And then we came straight over to the airport this morning, and we did have a Premier Inn breakfast this morning. So I've ordered some sweet potato fries and a side salad before we get on the plane, and we're also going to get the meal deals from Boots, just in case the plane food's not very nice, because a lot of the time I don't like the plane food. So it is an 11-hour flight. I'm sure with Virgin that they do provide a lot of food, but I've not flown with Virgin in a long time, so I'm really excited. And yeah, Laura and Mum's food's arrived. We've gone for Caesar salads. It's really nice. Vegetarian. I decided to put my side salad and the sweet potato fries on top of each other on a plate because they came in these little bowls. But the food looks good.
Oh my god, it's there.
No, Mum's lounge flies arrived. No. Oh my god, look at this stuff in Harrods.
It's me and Ella.
It is.
I'm the blue, Ella's the
Oh
pink.
my god, what is that?
Look at the pink. Ella has a mirror ball on it.
It's so pretty. It's so bizarre that we didn't actually have to take any liquids out of our bags. Like,
Crazy.
it used to be a big thing, didn't it? Buy your thing that's less than 100 mils. They didn't even care. They didn't care at all. So we've just had some nice food at that place. I can't remember what it's called now. Spuntino. And now we're going to go have a look around the shops in the departure lounge. We're going to go to Boots and have a little mosey around.
Mosey.
Oh, Cadbury's. Should we go in? Oh wait, where? Oh yeah, Smith's then Boots.
Let's look at their meal deal selection.
Yes, let's compare Smith's and Boots. £7 in Smith's for a meal deal, main, drink and snack.
These cheese strings. That's what I wanted.
Where's the cheese strings? Oh yeah, that's a good snack choice, is the cheese string. And the one in Boots is £6, so 99p cheaper, so
And it's better.
it's always better. The food's really good in the Boots ones as well. Let's have a look what they've got. Oh, the egg crust looks good.
Yeah, I get that one, or I get halloumi salad.
Halloumi salad. Oh, it's a wrap, the halloumi salad.
Yeah.
Wait, could you get that coronation chicken? That's a big one. Here's the chilled sort of snacks.
No cheese strings.
No cheese strings, Laura. What are you going to
Let's get one from
do? You've been dreaming about a cheese string the whole journey.
there.
Now, I do have my Kindle with me with some books on, but I can't resist a good bookshop.
The smell.
Oh God, I just love books so much, and I love reading so much. So let's have a look. Ooh, I can see so many that I've already read on my Kindle. The Frida McFaddens are amazing. We're not used to Heathrow Airport, are we, Laura?
No, I think I prefer it.
Yeah, it's really nice, but because we're northern, we're usually in Manchester, aren't we?
I think there's more seating in
Gatwick.
Gatwick, yeah. But I like the vibe of it. I feel like I'm off for a Meadowhawk.
Yeah, I do. Ooh.
I don't want to take the sushi on a plane.
No, do not take sushi on a plane. That is a criminal offence to take sushi on a plane. But because we're flying to Los Angeles, you're quite limited on the airports where you can fly from in the UK. So Heathrow is the only one that really does direct. If we wanted to go from Manchester or Humberside, which is our very local, very close by airport, yeah, if you wanted to go from there, you'd have to then go from Humberside to Amsterdam or then to LA, or you'd have to go...
And we just hate connecting flights. We've done it in the past. We've been
It's been a
travelling for over
nightmare.
24 hours. It's awful.
And sometimes you go from Manchester to Heathrow and then to LAX, so it's better to just do it this way.
Yeah.
It's nice having a nice direct
And it
11-hour
was
flight.
nice because we got to lie in. We got to... We
Yeah,
checked
'cause
out
it's at
Premier Inn.
5:30.
Checked out Premier Inn at 12.
Came straight over here.
And it's like leisurely. It's not like
Yeah.
an early morning rush.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice.
Yes. It's time to go to the gate, and we are gate 23. God, we've been dreaming of this moment, Laura, for months. We've been waiting for this. God. 54.
A, B or C?
A and B.
A and B. Just head down this first aisle.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Wow. Now, if you've been to the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, you'll know that the Disneyland California Resort is much smaller. There are only 3 on-site Disney hotels: Pixar Place, the Grand Californian, and the Disneyland Hotel. And wow, the price difference between those and the ones available through Virgin was massive. So staying at the Sheraton made way more sense for us. It was a great location and it didn't break the bank. We travelled as a group of 4 with 2 people sharing each room, and the total came to £1,664.45 per person. We did also have to pay a bit extra to sit together on the plane, which was £29 each on the way out and £39 on the way back. A bit annoying, but we wanted to make sure we were sat together for the long 11-hour flight. And a quick money saving tip, before you book, check top cashback and blue light card offers for Virgin Atlantic holidays. If you're eligible, it could knock a bit off the price, which is always nice when you're booking something this big. So the flight is underway and it's been an experience so far. I think I was sort of hoping, well, I'd had in my head that Virgin was like the best of all to fly with, but we are economy, so can't really complain. The screen that I've got in front of me doesn't work. The touch screen is non-responsive. So the nice gentleman working in cabin crew said that he's going to reset it. So hopefully soon it'll start working. But luckily I have loads of things downloaded on my iPad. I've got all of the new season of Only Murders in the Building, which I love. The Frozen musical on Disney Plus. Loads of episodes of Gilmore Girls and Desperate Housewives, since we are going to the sets of both of those shows this holiday. I can't wait. Also, the blind doesn't go down. The blind on the flight is like this. You show a mum that it doesn't make a difference. So the sun's been in our eyes loads and it doesn't go down. It doesn't make it any dimmer, unless it's like a setting that you can't do it until later. I don't know. Also, there was no options left on the meal service, so the only option left is spinach and mushroom mac and cheese, but I don't really like pasta very much, so I'm a bit disappointed with that, but it's fine. Like, we got a meal deal from Boots. That's why I always get a meal deal no matter what. The drinks have been coming around, the service has been really good, all the cabin crew were really lovely. And yeah, the only thing that I really wish that I had on the TV was when you get the thing that tells you how many hours you've got left on the flight, and because it's such a long flight, I want to know like how close we are and where we are in the world, like in the sky. That's what I want to see. So other than that, it's amazing, and I can't believe we're on the way to Disneyland. So with the meal, there is the coconut collab salted caramel and chocolate dessert, which looks amazing. We've got a salad, the usual cheese, crackers, butter, and this is a shell roll, so it looks like a clamshell. Spinach and mushroom and mac and cheese. Let's see what it looks like. No. Dad! He's put the entire thing of cheese in between the crackers. He's eating it like... Oh, it looks quite good actually, the mac and cheese. I don't really like pasta. I wish I did, but I'm not really a pasta person. But yeah, it looks good. But we've got the meal deal just in case. We're here. We're in LA. To the plane at LAX with a dream of a cardigan. Welcome to the United States. Okay, number 4. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. So we're just at baggage claim, ready to collect our luggage. The time right now is 9:25 p.m. American time, which means it's like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5:30. So we've actually booked a private car hire called Holiday Extras, and it was about $200 return to and from the airport. So if you did Uber, you'd have to get a shuttle and then get an Uber, whereas this passenger pickup, the private car will come right outside. Here's the car hire, come to pick us up. And he sent a picture of himself wearing a kilt, and we were like, how will we recognise you? So he sent a picture of himself wearing a kilt, and he is actually here wearing a kilt and a cowboy hat, just like in the picture. So we've been awake 24 hours now, so I'm absolutely exhausted, but we're here, we're at the hotel, the Sheraton Park Anaheim Hotel. I've got a whole story time to tell you about the taxi, but I'll get to that later, maybe tomorrow morning when I'm a bit more fresh. But we're here, and this is a Disney Good Neighbour Hotel, the Sheraton Park Anaheim, and it was all booked part of a package with Virgin, with the flight and everything, and it looks really nice. And look, there's even pictures of Walt. Well, actually it's not Walt, but it's Disneyland. There's Walt, and there's Walt. It looks amazing, and there's like a plaque here that says Disneyland Resort Good Neighbour Hotel. I love it. We're just checking in, and we'll see what the room looks like, and we'll get a nice sleep before a full day in Disneyland tomorrow. Good morning. So it's now the next day. I thought I would get some sleep after a very long travel day and wake up and finish the vlog here. We had quite a smooth travel day. Like, I keep like and ahhing like whether it was the best travel day or not, and whether I'm even going to post this video, but I probably will. Everything went so smoothly, like from us driving the night before, staying in the Premier Inn in Uxbridge, and then getting to Heathrow Airport on time, even though there had been the cyber attack the week before. It was still really, really smooth checking in. All the staff at Virgin were so friendly. Like, I felt like I was at Disney, the way that they were. Like, they were really, really good. Everybody we came across was so nice and made the start of the holiday so magical. The only things were the plane. I obviously ended up with a chair that had a TV screen that didn't work, which is fine because I downloaded all my things on my iPad. I've got my Switch. I was playing on my Switch for ages. I had my Kindle, my phone. I did that whole thing where you can download 2 hours of TikToks to watch, so I did that, which was fine. And the gentleman that came over, when I told him that my screen wasn't working, I thought maybe he could just like reset something on the plane. He had like a name tag on that said that he was the customer experience manager or something. I think he was actually the manager of the flight, like for the cabin crew. He took my email address and he sent me a voucher, which has come through on my phone this morning. It's a £60 voucher that I can use towards Virgin, which I'm thinking, if I buy too much stuff on holiday and they want to charge me for my case being overweight, will it count towards that? Will I be able to get £60 off if it's like a £100 charge or something? So I'm thinking, okay, it's a good thing. And they were so attentive and so lovely. The food, I can't do plain food. There's something about it. When I'm up in the sky, my stomach like expands and I am not hungry. I cannot even bear the smell of the plain food. I think that's what it is. And a lot of people are like that. So I didn't show a lot of the plain food, but I did get a cheese toastie, which I ate. Mum and Laura, Dad had selected the vegetarian option for Mum and Laura, but it had counted as Asian vegetarian. So every meal they had was Indian. So they had like samosas, and they had a curry with poppadoms and mango chutney, which was quite good. But by the end of it, they were like, why have I not got an afternoon tea? Why am I getting like samosas instead of an afternoon tea? So Mum had my afternoon tea. It looked quite good, but I could not do the food. Like, I just do not get hungry on the plane at all. And then when we arrived, I was so tired, I went straight to sleep. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. because there's an 8-hour time difference. So 4 a.m. here after that whole travel day was what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, was midday. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and ate Pringles that I'd bought from Boots. So when we arrived at LAX, we used this app called MPC, which is something manual passport control, something passport control. And basically you can skip the immigration line. You can take pictures of yourselves as soon as you land, enter all your flight information and your passport details before your holiday even starts, and then you can go into a shorter queue basically. And if you've been in the US before, it counts. I don't think it works if it's your first time in the US, but if you've been in the US before, then you basically get a shorter queue. So that was really easy. Once we'd got out of immigration, our luggages were like the first ones to come around on the carousel, and then we got outside, which is where I left the vlog. So we'd booked this minibus that was going to pick us up. We'd entered in that we were 4 adults. We were going to have 4 large cases and 3 small cases, as well as our personal items. We didn't know. We thought we was going to get this nice fancy private car hire. And Dad got a text when he landed to say, oh, hi, my name is something something, and I'm going to be picking you up. So Dad replied and said, okay, how will I know where you are or where to meet you? And he said, okay, wait at one of the columns, and at LAX drop-off there were all these columns with different letters and numbers on. So we went to B4, and Dad messaged him to say, oh, we're at B4, how will we know it's you? And he sent a picture of himself, and he was this guy dressed as like a cowboy wearing a kilt. We were like, what? So the guy shows up, and he was in fact a cowboy wearing a kilt, and that's not the problem that we had. It was the car that he had was not big enough for all of our luggages, even though we had booked the one with the luggages, so it's some miscommunication somewhere. So I was in this car with my huge luggage like in front of my legs, and then my hand luggage next to me. And the journey, oh my god, the guy had recorded his own songs and was playing them in his taxi. And then he missed an exit, so it ended up taking way longer than usual, and I was like, oh my god, this is not the image that I had envisioned when we were coming to Anaheim for the first time. And just for context, I've been to Disneyland 4 times. 3 times when I was working in Epcot on the cultural representative program. Obviously I was a cast member, I could get into Disneyland for free, I'd get discount on the hotels, and it was a short flight, like a few hours from Florida to Anaheim. One with Ashley and Natalie for the first time. Second time was with Will Solly. Those were both on my first cultural representative program. Then in between my 2 cultural representative programs, I came again, which was 10 years ago, for the 60th Disneyland celebration, which is insane because it's 10 years ago, and that's also when I started this channel and I started vlogging for the first time. And then I came again on the end of my second cultural representative program in 2018. Me and Will Solly came again. So it's been like 7-8 years since I came to Disneyland, but this is Mum, Dad and Laura's first time, and because we are such huge Disney fans, I've been desperate for years for Mum, Dad and Laura to come and see Disneyland, the other park on the other coast, because for me it's my favourite one. It's the original, it's where Walt came, it's where Walt worked. It's just, to me, it's the most traditional, fantastic park. So I'm so excited for Mum, Dad and Laura to come. But this is not the image that I had envisioned, was this guy with his own songs blasting out. It was like 4 a.m. for us, we were exhausted, holding all our luggages, and the back seat, he said that we couldn't sit there because he had his cameras there, so it was just a really weird experience. But Mum sent this in the group this morning and I was howling. Let me show you 1 second. So because obviously Saving Mr. Banks is all about Disneyland, the original Mary Poppins movie, it's one of our favourite family movies, and we were watching the film ahead of time before we came here, and Mum's put in the group chat what I expected and what I got. It's the guy that was picking us up. So he was there in his kilt and his cowboy thing. So yeah, other than that, and then my the screen not working on the plane, other than that, it was quite a okay travel day, but it is a long flight, isn't it, Mum? Oh yeah, the hotel, me and Laura have a room here, and then Mum and Dad's room is adjoining, so theirs is right there, and we've got these really nice big balconies. I did do a quick room tour last night. I'll put in some of the footage of the room. The rooms at the Sheraton were ideal. There was so much space, especially because me and Laura do not travel light when we go to Disney with all of our ears and outfits that we plan. The beds were very comfortable, and I do need to find out where they get their pillows from so I can have them at home because they were so good. While we were at home, we did email the Sheraton to request rooms next to each other, which they did pull through on, even though they did respond to say they couldn't guarantee it, but they would try. When we booked the resort, there was an option to upgrade to a theme park view, which we didn't do as it was quite a bit more money, but when we checked in, we were pleasantly surprised. Laura, you can see Paradise Pier. The rooms were serviced every day. They provided Starbucks coffee pods, bottles of water and fresh towels. There were lots of charging points which came in handy for all of our cameras and power banks. One of the most magical moments we had was when we were in bed tired from travelling, and then we heard the fireworks from outside. So we were laying in bed watching the fireworks in our room. I would definitely choose to stay in the Sheraton again next time we come to Disneyland because it was just the best hotel. I really loved it. So yeah, Mum's here. We're all ready to go to the parks now, and you can see the view from the hotel balcony. There is, let me see if I can point it out. There is the Incredicoaster. Behind is the Pixar Pier Hotel.
I actually stayed there when it was the Paradise Pier Hotel, and then just there is the Mickey Fun Wheel. I think it's called Pixar Palaround now. And then over here at the top you can see the back facade of Cars Land, and then here is the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride. So yeah, we've got a really good hotel. So I'm going to end the travel day vlog here. Stay tuned for next week's episode, which is our first day in the parks in Disneyland Park, and we're going to the Storytellers Brunch. So stay tuned for that one. Like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. My Instagram is PrincessEllaWDW. I'll link it down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching our travel day. Stay tuned for the most magical time. We've got Disneyland, California Adventure, we've got 9 Disney days, the Oogie Boogie Bash, we're going to Universal for a VIP tour, we've got Halloween Horror Nights, the Warner Brothers tour, we're going to downtown LA, Santa Monica Pier, we've got a whole 2 weeks in California, in LA and Anaheim. So stay tuned for the rest of the series. Thank you so much for watching and have a magical day. Bye!